Hey guys, June here. Today I want to do a review on Avatar Legend of Korra Season 3. I will be doing the older seasons, but the older seasons, reviews on the older seasons, I mean. But for today, I'm gonna do the episode 1 for Season 3 of Legend of Korra. Cool, are we still on the same page? Good. Alright, this show. I love this show because many references and jokes and stuff are made to different cultures and just the Avatar universe and the real world itself. That's what I like about it. The show, not the show, but this episode starts out with interesting how Boomy, which is Tenzin's brother, has started using airbending, which is unnatural because they never knew he could airbend. They couldn't sense any energy flowing out of him, except now that they can, and he has airbending thanks to the harmonics conversion, if I pronounced that right. And that is some pretty cool stuff, I gotta admit. But yeah, thanks to Season 2, or at least in the end of Season 2, it was very cool how they tried to connect every point and dot from the last season, even though I really thought the last season was not exactly great. But yeah, this episode, because this is like a trilogy of 3 episodes for this first week of Season 3, this episode has the most spirit. They explained the most about spirits. I know they explained a lot about spirits in the last season, but it just feels like this is the episode that explained and talked about spirits the most. But then in the later episodes, they just dropped the whole idea of spirits, which is really weird. But yeah, there were a lot of funny moments, like the driving section where Korra tries to drive, but of course she majorly fails at that. But then again, she is not exactly the perfect avatar like Aang and the other avatars. And what I said before, this show has always been cool with the actions, and as you could see, from this episode, Korra tried to take away the vines from the city, and while the whole city is pinning everything down on her about why the spirits are living in the same city and in the same world with them. They really tried to connect all of that. That's what I like about it, even though I hated Season 2. But yeah, most of the story was reserved for a story, so there weren't much actions in this episode, which is cool by me because it is 3 episodes for this week. So if this week only had 1 episode, and if it was just that first episode, then I would have been pissed. But yeah, I like it how they reserved this episode just for the stories and not that much actions. But other than that, I felt like some of the actions were forced in there, while some of the humors weren't, which I like. And yeah, this episode is basically wraps up everything about Republic City and all that, and metal benders, because they focused most of that in the first season, which is cool and all, but in this new season, they had to focus on something else different. So they're in this episode they hint little by little of the Earth Kingdom, which Legend of Korra did not really explore. So in the later episodes they start exploring that. So they basically wrap up everything in this episode, which I like, kinda. And yeah, there's barely any romance or love materials in this episode, which is cool and all. Fans, some older audience like it kinda, while others just watch it for the action sequences. But other than that, there weren't love material or romance or anything like that much. except they cracked a joke here and there, but that's about it. Overall, I would give this episode 8 out of 10, just because it was mostly reserved for stories. See ya.